We are discussing Yoga Vasistha Nirvan Prakaran second half, and second means last half. And today we shall see 34th chapter of it. And in this we shall discussion दृष्ट पदार्थों की सृष्टि ही जगत है, यह जगत अदर्शन से ही नष्ट हो जाता है। इस प्रस्तुत विषय में युक्तियों का वर्णन। Our subject today we have to see the vision is called world. If there is no vision, there is no world. This we should see. We shall see by logic, different kinds of examples, logics and analysis. From every way we have to see how the world appears to us. How is the world? And what is world? Of course, you know what is world? Now, you are little, today you have come, so our subject is so difficult. Unless 3-4 days you hear continuously, you have to enter into the subject. Somehow or other, for one day, anyway. How do we understand what is world? Generally, we understand I and my. This is called world. I and my. That constitutes the whole world. For me. That is for me. And for everyone it is like that. I and my. So what does it contain? It contains names and forms. Names and forms. Some form will be there and it will have a name. From this aspect we see the world like this. And from other angle if we see, the world is nothing but the triads. Triads. The seer seeing the process and the seen object. In this way, everything is a triad only. Doer, doing, done, or speaker, speaking and spoken. So in this way, the whole world we can see in triads. Isn't it? And from still other angle we can see the whole world is nothing but action and reaction. And from still other angle we see cause and effect, action and reaction, or from other angle if we see it is cause and effect. And similarly from still other angle if we see it is appearance and disappearance. This is called world. Something we see and we don't see. So not only seeing, hearing, tasting, 5 ways we connect ourselves with the world, objects of the world, in the way of form, seeing the form, hearing the sound, smelling the taste, smelling the smell, and tasting the taste, and touching the touch. So in this way, In 5 ways we know what is the world. If all these 5 are absent, then there is no world. So this is what today we have to discuss. If these 5 methods are called seeing. Seeing means perceiving or visualizing or understanding of what is what, outside or inside, whatever we have. In this way, by 5 senses, we have our contact with the objects of the world outside or inside us, and that's how we know what is world. So, if all these 5 senses or the vision means perception is not there, then there is no world. वही हम कह रहे हैं कि दृष्टि सृष्टि, दृश्य अगर जो हम देखते हैं उसी को सृष्टि मानते हैं. दृष्टि मतलब खाली आँख नहीं, 5 इंद्रियों के द्वारा. 5 इंद्रियों के द्वारा हम जो देखते हैं वो हमारा संसार है. और वो 5 इंद्रियों को अगर हम चुप कर दें, वो अगर काम नहीं करते हैं तो दुनिया नहीं. इसी को हम विचार करना है. दृष्टि से सृष्टि है, दृष्टि नहीं तो सृष्टि नहीं. So this is the point we shall see. When you see, then there is world. Seeing means perceiving, visualizing. That means a process by the help of all these 5 senses. Without this, we cannot perceive anything. And we don't know what is world. वशिष्ठ जी कह रहे हैं, यह अहंकारात्मक जगत दृष्टि रूप वेदन से उत्पन्न हुआ है, अतः अदृष्टि रूप अवेदन से ब्रह्मचित्ती में लीन हो जाता है. यों जो पहले कहा गया था उसमें युक्तियों की दिखलाने को इच्छा से महाराज वशिष्ठ जी सबसे पहले विनाशशील दुखादि त्रिपुटियों से अलग कर अविनाशशील आत्मा को दिखलाते हुए संपूर्ण शास्त्रों की सफलता आत्मा के दर्शन से ही है, यह कहते हैं. महाराज वशिष्ठ जी ने कहा, भद्र श्री रामचंद्र जी, सुख दुखों के आने पर जो नष्ट हो जाता है वही नष्ट होता है, और जो नष्ट नहीं होता वही यह अविनाशी आत्मा है. बस इससे और अधिक शास्त्रों का उपदेश करना व्यर्थ ही है. इसको कल भी हम थोड़ा विचार किए थे कि जो नाशवान है वो दुनिया है, और उसमें सुख दुख थोड़ा देर के लिए मिल करके फिर वो नष्ट हो जाता है. सुख दुख भी नष्ट होने के साथ साथ संसार का सब वस्तु भी नष्ट हो जाते हैं, नष्ट हो जाते हैं. विनाशशील कहा गया. और इसके विपरीत जो आत्मा है वो विनाशशील अविनाशी है, इसलिए वही सच है और संसार सच नहीं है. इतना कहना है. और बाकी सब बोलने से फायदा क्या है? दुनिया के बारे में, शास्त्र के बारे में बोलने से फायदा क्या है? तो हम ये कह रहे हैं, जो हमारे मतलब वेदन, समवेदन, वेदन मतलब उसके साथ एक हो करके, सुख अथवा दुख वस्तु के साथ एक बन करके, संपर्क साध करके, संबंध बना करके अगर हम उसके बारे में कुछ अनुभव करते हैं तो वो होगा सुख अथवा दुख। और ये सुख दुख दोनों ये हमेशा के लिए नहीं रहते हैं, ये नष्टवान है, नष्ट हो जाता है। सुख होगा तो दुख आ जाएगा, उसके बाद दुख होगा तो उसके बाद सुख आएगा। ऐसे ही ये परिवर्तनशील होने से इसको नाशवान कहा गया। परिवर्तनशील होने से नाशवान कहा गया। क्षणस्थायी है परंतु चिरस्थायी नहीं है, और ये इसलिए इसको हम नहीं मान सकते हैं सच करके। और आत्मा हमेशा रहेगा, जिसमें ना सुख होता है ना दुख होता है, तो फिर उसको क्या कहेंगे हम? उसका नाम सुख दुख के परे जो है उसको आनंद कह करके बोले। वो ना सुख है ना दुख है, आनंद चिरस्थायी कंटिन्यूअस रहेगा, उसमें हमारा कोई व्यवधान नहीं होता है। इतने ही खाली सारे शास्त्रों का सार इतने ही है, ज़्यादा शास्त्र आलोचना करके क्या फायदा। यही कहने के लिए राम जी को कह रहे हैं कि वेदन से सबके लिए हो जाएगा चाहे। अच्छा जी, तो राम जी वेदन से संसार है, अवेदन से संसार नहीं। वेदन मतलब यही, हम जो पांचों इंद्रियों के द्वारा जो संसार के साथ संबंध रखना, सुख दुख को अनुभव करना, उसी को वेदन कहेंगे। सो वशिष्ठ जी explains, Rama, my dear, why to go for all explanation of so many scriptures and its injunctions and all these? There is no need of it. All the essence of all the scriptures is that I am telling you. It is enough to know that whatever is destructible or perishable, that is not the truth, and whatever is imperishable, that is truth. Perishable is not the truth, and imperishable is the truth, and by our contact with the objects outside us, by our senses, we know the world with names and forms, or by triads, the knower, known, and knowing process. This is how we understand what is the world. And whatever we know as the world, that is by contact. Without contact, there will not be any world with names and forms. So, as long as the contact is there, the world will be there. And now, this contact is not continuous. Contact with the objects, it is not continuous. Do you see continuously without blinking your eyes? Can you hear continuously? Nothing we can do continuously. Whatever action we do, it is not continuous. It is always with interruptions. Action is a process, and process is always with interruptions. It is not continuous. Continuity is not known as process. So, whatever is continued without any interruptions, that is the truth, and there is no obstructions or interruptions. It is continuous, so it is not subject to change, so it is the truth. And whatever we see by our senses, it will be seeing process, and by triad we see everything. The seer and seeing process by five senses and seen object. Object will be with a form and a name. Without that there is no world. We understand the world in this way. So, whatever we perceive, it is not continuous. It will be with dualistic action. Dualistic action means contact and discontact. As long as for a moment when we have the contact with the object, then we see the object, we know something about the object, that is called perception. We get some information, some impressions on the object, and the contact breaks means the knowledge or information of the about the object is interrupted. Again it will be discontact. So it goes on in this way with interruptions. So it is not continuous. It is subject to destruction. That means it is not continuous. So this is how we see the world, which we cannot rely upon as the truth. It cannot give us anything. If it gives us little happiness, as long as contact is there, both are there. Contact with happiness, and happiness cannot continue. There should be end of it, because it is interrupted. And where there is happiness, there has to be unhappiness. And when there is unhappiness, again it has to end, and then happiness appears. So this is why we just discussed it. Appearance and disappearance, or presence and absence, or interruptions. This is how we know the world. Whatever we do, whatever we see, everything is like this only. Nothing is continuous. So that's how we cannot rely upon this world. This world is good for nothing. And this is the essence of all the scriptures. And what is worth having? Worth having means permanent, continuous, unchanging, imperishable, one, which is known as the absolute self or truth. That should be. And we should have it means we should be it. It is not having or not having. The moment you have contact with the continuity, you are one with it. Understood? If you have contact with the continuity, then you are one with it, because you cannot be discontinued. So you are one with it. And if you have contact with disturbed process, then you have contact, and no contact, again contact, no contact. So it goes on in the form of happiness or pain or good or bad. So wherever we have anything, its opposite will be with it. This is how the whole world we see, with pairs of opposites. Whatever you see. यही उपदेश, बस इसी से और अधिक शास्त्रों का उपदेश करना व्यर्थ ही है। देयर इज नो नीड, नो use of using or discussing about other matters of scriptures. We are concerned only what we have. If it is continuously with us or we are with it, that is worth having, and whatever is obtained and again it is lost, again gained, again lost. So what use of it? The whole world is like that. So why to think for more elaborate discussions of the scriptures? जो इच्छा वाला है वह नित्य दुखी है और न वह आत्मा ही है, किंतु इच्छा त्याग आदि उपायों का अवलंबन कर प्रतिकार करने योग्य संसार रूपी रोग की कोटि में प्रविष्ट कोई दूसरा ही है। संसार रूपी रोग की कोटि में प्रविष्ट कोई दूसरे ही है। इस आशय से कहते हैं जिस प्राणी में इच्छा आदि विद्यमान है उसी की सुख आदि अवश्य होते रहते हैं। जिसकी इच्छा है उसको सुख आदि मतलब सुख और दुख दोनों होगा, अवश्य होते रहते हैं। यदि सुख आदि रोगों की भली भांति चिकित्सा करना अभिष्ट है तो सबसे पहले इच्छा का ही परित्याग कर देना चाहिए। आज इसी के ऊपर हमारा झगड़ा चलेगा। इच्छा का परित्याग से ही हमारा भलाई है, और इच्छा जहाँ है वहाँ सुख दुख दोनों होगा। ये इच्छा जब तक है पूर्ण है तो थोड़ा बहुत कुछ सुख के नाम से हम जिसको प्राप्त करते हैं वह सुख भी दुख में बदल जाएगा, और ये इच्छा भी संतुष्ट कभी नहीं होता है। एक इच्छा का पूरा करने से वो अनेक में बदल करके फिर दोहराना चाहता है। इसका प्रोसेस को हम कैसे देखेंगे? इच्छा पैदा कैसे होता है और इच्छा किसको कहते हैं? इच्छा मतलब पाना। अच्छा, इच्छा होता है कैसे? जहाँ जो चीज़ नहीं है उसकी पूर्ति अथवा प्राप्ति के लिए ही जो प्रयास होता है, डिमांड होता है, दावा किया जाता है, उसी को इच्छा कहते हैं। मतलब जो अभाव है, अभाव को पूरा करके पूर्णता प्राप्ति के लिए इच्छा होता है। हमारे अंदर हम हमेशा अपने को सीमित रखने से हमारे हर चीज में अपूर्णता को हम हमेशा महसूस करते हैं। अपूर्णता कैसे? ये इंद्रियों के द्वारा तो हम कर्म करते हैं, और इंद्रियों के द्वारा जो हम संसार का वस्तु के साथ संबंध जोड़ते हैं, वो संबंध क्षणिक होने से और व्यवधान के साथ होने से हम जो कुछ संबंध जोड़ते हैं अथवा जो कुछ मिलता है वो अपूर्ण रहता है। क्यों? कि फिर बदल जाता है। वो हमारा जो संबंध वो लगातार नहीं होता है। लगातार नहीं होने से पूर्णता नहीं होगा, व्यवधान आ जाता है। व्यवधान आने से वो व्यवधान को कैसे हटाएंगे? इसीलिए तो इच्छा पैदा होता है। वो कंटिन्यूअस होना चाहिए, पूर्ण होना चाहिए। हमारे जो इंद्रियां है वो स्थिर नहीं होने से, अल्प शक्ति विशिष्ट होने से, अल्प शक्ति विशिष्ट कैसे होंगे कि इनका जो संबंध है वस्तु के साथ, जिससे सुख दुख मिलता है, वह संबंध क्षणिक है। इसीलिए हम अपूर्णता को हमेशा महसूस करते हैं। मैं अपूर्ण हूँ, पूर्ण नहीं हूँ। जो चीज़ नहीं है उसी चीज़ को पाने के लिए इच्छा होता है। यही मतलब इच्छा का जड़ यहाँ है, और उसको पाने के लिए ढूंढते हैं। ढूंढना मतलब हुई इंद्रियों के द्वारा हम कहीं उसके साथ संबंध जोड़ने के लिए जाते हैं। संबंध जोड़ने से उसकी प्राप्ति होगी, और वह संबंध फिर क्षणिक होने से प्राप्त अप्राप्त, प्राप्त अप्राप्त, ऐसा हो करके हमारा इच्छा पूर्ण रूप से तृप्त नहीं होता है। इसीलिए कहा गया इच्छा हमेशा बढ़ते रहता है, वो उसकी नष्ट होना असंभव है। और इच्छा पूर्ति कैसा होता है? विषय संपर्क से, संबंध से होगा। विषय संबंध जब ऐसा ही आधा अधूरा है तो आशा की पूर्ति कभी नहीं हो सकती, और आशा बढ़ती रहेगी। और आशा ही हमारा दुख का कारण इसीलिए है। इसको और भी अनेक दृष्टिकोण से हम इसको विचार करेंगे। यह आशा ही सबका जड़। और बुद्धदेव यही कहते हैं, आशा का विनाश में निर्वाण प्राप्ति। उनका सारे जो उपदेश है उसका सार इतने ही है, आशा की निर्वाण में निर्वाण प्राप्ति। मतलब आशा जब सब खत्म हो जाते हैं तो फिर मुक्ति बनी बनाए, मुक्ति अपने आप मिलती है। इसी को कहते हैं निर्वाण, बुद्धदेव के भाषा में निर्वाण। निर्वाण मतलब जो खत्म हो जाना, आशाओं को खत्म करना। और आशाओं का खत्म करने के लिए वो जैसे अपने रास्ता अष्टमार्ग बताए थे, हमारे बहुत सारा अलग अलग रास्ता है। जिसको जैसे रुचि नाम वैचित्र्य, अपने अपने अलग रुचि है, लाइकिंग डिसलाइकिंग सबका अलग अलग है। इसलिए जिसका जिसमें रुचि है वो उस रास्ता में जाए, लेकिन लक्ष्य है आशाओं का खत्म करना। इसी के बारे में वो कह रहे हैं कि वशिष्ठ जी कह रहे हैं, इच्छा वाला जो है नित्य दुखी है, और न वो आत्मा है। आत्मा पूर्ण हो से क्यों नहीं? आत्मा, इच्छा वाला व्यक्ति आत्मा नहीं बन सकता है, आत्मा के साथ संबंध नहीं होगा। क्यों? आत्मा तो नित्य है, और इच्छा अनित्य में, अपूर्ण में इच्छा पैदा होता है। अपूर्ण में इच्छा होगा, पूर्ण में कभी इच्छा नहीं हो सकता। जो पूर्ण है वो किसके लिए इच्छा करेगा? इसीलिए आत्मा पूर्ण होने से उसमें कोई इच्छा नहीं हो सकता। किंतु इच्छा त्याग आदि उपायों का अवलंबन कर प्रतिकार करने योग्य संसार रूपी रोग की कोटि में प्रविष्ट कोई दूसरा ही है। मतलब प्राणी में इच्छा होने से वो सुख और दुख दोनों को भोगता है। यदि सुख आदि रोग, ये है रोग। रोग मतलब विषमता, विषमता को ही हम रोग कहते हैं। समता आयुर्वेदिक शास्त्र के अनुसार ये जो तीन गुण है, तीन गुण हमारे जीवन का आधार है, वायु, अग्नि और जल। ये प्रकट रूप से जीवन को गति देते हैं। और खैर पांच भूत से तो बनता है, लेकिन ये तीनों भूत जो है ये जीवन का आधारभूत, जीवन को गतिशील बनाते हैं। तो ये जो तीन भूत है, ये जब समता से शरीर में काम करते हैं तब तो निरोग है। ये विषम हो जाने से रोग होता है। विषमता ही रोग है, और इसी को कहते हैं संसार का रोग। संसार मैं और मेरा, तो शरीर नहीं है तो संसार नहीं, शरीर है तो इंद्रिया है, और इंद्रियों के द्वारा हम विषय के साथ, इंद्रियों के विषय के साथ संबंध जोड़ते हैं, और उसी में सुख दुख दोनों मिलता है, और उसी से आशाएं पैदा होते हैं। इसीलिए विषमता जरूरी दिखाई देती है। विषमता है ही, आशाएं होंगे ही, क्योंकि यह अपूर्ण और अस्थाई। और जहाँ पूर्णता है, आत्मा में पूर्णता है, वहाँ ये सब नहीं दिखाई देगा। इसीलिए आशा को किसी भी हालत, इच्छाओं को किसी भी हालत में अगर हम नष्ट कर सकते हैं तो फिर संसार भी नष्ट हो जाएगा, संसार ही खत्म हो जाएगा। वो जो दृष्टि सृष्टि हम पहले माने थे, तो दृष्टि मतलब ये इंद्रियों के द्वारा देखना, और इंद्रियों के द्वारा देखने से इच्छा ही पैदा होगी। इच्छा को खत्म कर देने से फिर और देखने का इच्छा नहीं रहेगी, देखने का संबंध के लिए कोई इच्छा नहीं रहेगी, तो फिर ये मामला खत्म हो जाएगा। इच्छा का नष्ट करना है, इसीलिए इसी के ऊपर हम चर्चा करेंगे कि इच्छा का नष्ट कैसे होगा। He says, one with desires cannot be happy, and desires are never fulfilled. Desires are never fulfilled, whereas everybody is ever engaged to fulfill the desire. Our life is nothing but fulfillment of our desires. We are ever restless to get something, That is how we have desires. Desire, not one, innumerable desires. Why? Because we feel we are not complete. We need something. Need is seen there where it is not complete or total full. If it is incomplete, there is some need to make it complete or full. Then only there arises a need to fulfill it. And that need is the desire to complete. Every one of us, we are limited in every sense. We feel limited. Our body is limited. We cannot be unlimited. We cannot have unlimited body like sky. Our body is limited. Our eyesight is limited. Hearing capacity is limited. You cannot hear the sound which is beyond, say, 1,000 kilometers away. You cannot hear it. It is limited. Sight is limited. Everything, our senses are limited. Body is limited. That means our personality is limited. Total personality is limited. So, until we become unlimited, there is a need to be fulfilled. Got the point? Everyone, not only human beings, all the beings, everybody has a need. That need is due to incompleteness, feeling of incompleteness. Everybody is in the journey of completeness. That is called evolution process. Our life's journey is known as process of evolution. What is meant by evolution? Evolution means to have completeness. The end is complete. So, every moment we feel limited and we need something to fill up the gap, to go towards completion or totality or fullness. One which is full, it will have no need of any filling up, isn't it? So, because of our limitedness, we always have the need, and that is the root cause of desires. And as long as the desires are there, nobody can be happy, because you have to fulfill the need. You are ever engaged in fulfilling the needs. That is what our common human life. Every moment, whatever we do, just see analytically, whatever you do, it is to fulfill the need. And the whole life is engaged. It is spent on fulfilling the desires. That's all. Let the desires be of any kind. I shall get education, good education. I shall go there. Why you should have education? That because you are ignorant. You know you don't have that knowledge, that's why you want to have that knowledge. That is called education. Because you are ignorant, so you want to have some knowledge. The child doesn't know anything. And when he grows, we give him education. Why? What is meant by education? Something, some knowledge which is not full, not complete. In this way, the whole life you may go on studying. The knowledge is not complete. It is, that's how it is relative knowledge. Whatever we get as knowledge by our contact by the senses with the objects, it is not complete. It is subject to grow. It has the chance to grow. So it is not complete. And that's how we have always the desire to have something or other, to have knowledge or to have happiness or to have so many things. Is there any count of our needs? And this is how we are progressing in fulfilling our needs by scientific way, modern science. We want to reach the sun also. What to speak of Mars or moon? We have to reach the sun, and not only our solar system. We have to go still beyond. We want to know all about the whole universe, and that is also not complete. After that, not one universe. There are innumerable universes. How long? Where is the end of your knowledge? Where is the end of your needs? Nobody is satisfied. That's how we are ever restless. So the point is to destroy the desires. Desires are the root cause of all our miseries, all our problems, and desires are never fulfilled, never fulfilled. So it should be completely abandoned, it should be destroyed. And desire means the world, and desirelessness is called real life, that is called Godhood or the truth. वशिष्ठ जी यही बात राम जी को समझा रहे हैं. And to have the desire is to be desire, from desire disease. Desire, the same word. Desire means disease, and disease means dis-ease. You are not at ease, you are restless. So, desire means, disease means, it is world disease. Our whole life is a disease. You cannot be diseaseless if you have desires. This is called world disease. And disease means imbalanced state, irregular, imbalanced state of life. Balance is no disease. Balance cannot have unhappiness. Imbalance only creates, causes all these problems, unhappiness, and diseases. Imbalanced state. And that is what we know. The life principle is controlled by three aspects of the nature, that is air, fire, and water, mostly. These three aspects, elements, they regulate our life. And if they work, if they act in a rhythmical, in a balanced, in a harmonious way, then the body is without disease. If they get imbalanced, then body is bound to have disease. Imbalanced state is called disease. Balanced state is diseaselessness. And desire is disease. And desirelessness is a healthy body, healthy person. Our personality itself is incomplete, and it has disease, desire, disease. So this is how it is known as the world disease, Bhava Rog. And who is the doctor? Who is the doctor of all these diseases? Yes, Guruji.
From a relative point of view, ऐसा भी सेम है, ऐसा भी सेम है.
जी.
तो छोटा आदमी छोटा सोचेगा, बड़ा आदमी बड़ा सोचेगा.
हाँ.
तो ये तो हम तो लिमिटेड है. वो तो फिर क्या अनलिमिटेड डिजायर? वो क्या अनलिमिटेड नीड है क्या साउथ इंडिया में?
अनलिमिटेड?
वो अनलिमिटेड होता है ना, खाते रहो.
वो जो अनलिमिटेड डिजायर ना, अनलिमिटेड हो जाएगा तो फिर तो हम वहीं पहुंच जाते हैं परमात्मा में. क्यों?
वो वाला जोक सुना दीजिए. आपको कौन सा वाला डिजायर खत्म करूं गुरुजी?
कौन सा? मैं
अगर आप मेरी पत्नी का पीछा नहीं छोड़ा तो मैं आपको मार दूंगा.
अच्छा. अरे बहुत दिन से भूल गया था वो कहानी सुना. हाँ जी गुरुजी.
तो फ्रॉम अ लॉजिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, अभी बोले थे महाराज, वो तो एंडिंग है, तो अनलिमिटेड मतलब अनएंडिंग है, चलता रहेगा वो.
हाँ, चलता रहेगा. अनलिमिटेड मतलब एक, फ्रॉम वन एस्पेक्ट इट इज द एब्सोल्यूट, फ्रॉम अदर एस्पेक्ट इट इज अनएंडिंग डिजीज, it is unending suffering.
तो वो
That is what is called. हाँ जी,
गाजर का हलवा खाते रहेगा वो।
हाँ खाता रहेगा और टट्टी करते रहेगा। हाँ सुबह शाम 10 बार दौड़ेगा, क्या हुआ, दौड़ो।
उनका सवाल करना एंडिंग है कि अनएंडिंग है रोज का?
आपका सवाल एंडिंग है या अनएंडिंग है?
महाराज वो सवाल नहीं है था।
अच्छा अच्छा, चलो कोई बात नहीं। ए ब्यूटीफुल जोक है। There was a Sardar, some jocular person, a joker. He was, one day he came to his guru and he said he was much disturbed, and he came to his guru and breaking his head and shouting, crying, Guruji, Guruji, please save me, I am a gone case. I will die. Please, Guruji, protect me, save me. Guruji said, what has happened? Huh? What? You are okay? What has happened? Why you are shouting, crying aloud? No, Guruji, now I am okay, but he is trying to kill me. He will surely kill me. Are, who is killing you? Somebody. Do you know him? No, I don't know. But how do you know that he is going to kill you? You see, daily, some person, when I am not at home, some person pushes some letter writing, don't change my wife or else I will kill you. Don't change my wife. Don't have relation with my wife or else I shall kill you. Be careful. So Guruji said, okay, if somebody comes and puts this warning letter, okay, don't do it. So you will be saved. No, the person doesn't sign in the below, it doesn't have his name. He doesn't write his name. So, I don't know whose wife. So Guruji said, okay, do you really after somebody? So give it up, you will be saved. No, Guruji, you don't understand. If it was one, it's okay, I can give it up. But whom should I not change? Whom? I don't know. Because he doesn't write his name. And there are so many. So I don't know whom shall I not change. Understood? There is no number, endless, numberless, unlimited. The Guru said, in this case I cannot do anything. You have to go to hell. So this is how that person is not some Sardar, it is every one of us. Every one of us. Why? How? We are changing our desires. They take us anywhere, everywhere they like, and they treat us any way they like. The desires, we are after it, and the whole life we follow the desires, we satisfy the desires and try to fulfill it. This is our life. Understood? So, The point is we have to somehow or other get control over or completely destroy all the desires. That is the only way to have eternal happiness or bliss and get rid of the worldly disease or the eternal this changing diseased life and death cycle. It is eternally going on, rotating. Death, then birth, again death, again birth, and endlessly we are changing our beautiful darlings. They are the desires. How beautiful they look from a distance, isn't it? Whole life we spend. These desires should be controlled. That is the only way. So, what is the method? What to do? जिस प्राणी में इच्छा आदि विद्यमान है उसी को सुख आदि अवश्य होते रहते हैं। सुख आदि मतलब सुख भी दुख भी। यदि सुख आदि रोगों की भली भांति चिकित्सा करना अभिष्ट है तो सबसे पहले इच्छा का ही परित्याग कर देना चाहिए। अगर तुमको सुख चाहिए तो इच्छा का त्याग करना बहुत जरूरी है, उसके बिना सुख नहीं मिलेगा। सुख मतलब सांसारिक सुख जो है उसके पीछे दुख लगे रहेगा, और जो सुख कंटिन्यूअस कभी दुख के साथ नहीं रहता है उसको सुख नहीं कहते हैं, उसको आनंद कहते हैं। आनंद शब्द से उसको हम समझते हैं जिसमें ना सुख है ना दुख है। तो उसके लिए इच्छा का विनाश बिल्कुल जरूरी है। जो अविनाशी आत्मा है इसमें इच्छा आदि के अभिमानी और अभिमान का विषय जगत दोनों की संभावना नहीं करनी चाहिए। अविनाशी आत्मा है उसमें इच्छा आदि का अभिमानी और अभिमान का विषय जगत दोनों की संभावना नहीं करनी चाहिए। अहंकार और यह जगत दोनों तरह की भ्रांति परमात्मा परम पद परमात्मा में है ही नहीं। यह तो शांत निरालंबन आश्रय रहित सर्वात्मक विनाश शून्य मोक्ष रूप ही है। चलो, जो अविनाशी आत्मा है उसमें इच्छा आदि का अभिमानी और अभिमान का विषय जगत दोनों की संभावना नहीं है। अभिमानी और अभिमान मतलब ये अहंकार का विषय। अभिमान करेगा कौन? अहंकार तो करता है, अभिमानी बनेगा। तो वो कहते हैं परमात्मा में कभी इच्छा की संभावना नहीं हो सकता है। क्यों? अभी भी वही बात हम विचार किए कि परमात्मा जो परिपूर्ण है, परमात्मा को हम पूर्ण रूप से जानते हैं। पूर्ण में कभी व्यवधान नहीं हो सकता है। व्यवधान नहीं होने से और पूर्णता नहीं होने से, पूर्ति की जरूरत नहीं होने से इच्छा का संभावना नहीं होगा। उधर कोई इच्छा नहीं, और जो अपूर्ण है उसी में इच्छा होना स्वाभाविक है। तो परिपूर्ण परमात्मा में अहंकार का इच्छा मतलब इच्छा का अहंकार हो ही नहीं सकता है, ये कहना है उनका। कोई इच्छा उसमें नहीं होगा। और इच्छा को हम कल भी विचार किए थे, इच्छा में एक आश्रय चाहिए, अवलंबन चाहिए, एक सपोर्ट चाहिए। जैसे ऐसा लता को खड़ा होने के लिए, फैलने के लिए, बढ़ने के लिए आश्रय चाहिए। पेड़ को आश्रय नहीं चाहिए, पेड़ तो सीधा खड़ा हो जाता है, लेकिन लता कभी सीधा खड़ा नहीं हो सकती, उसके लिए आश्रय जरूरी है। बिना आश्रय न वर्तन्ते कविता बनिता लता, ऐसा कहा गया। कविता और बनिता, स्त्री और लता, ये तीनों का आश्रय चाहिए। कविता को क्या उदाहरण वगैरह, बिना उदाहरण से कविता नहीं बन सकता है, उदाहरण के ऊपर कविता खड़ा होता है। बनिता स्त्री जाति ही कोई ना कोई आश्रय चाहिए। आश्रय पुरुष का आश्रय स्वावलंबी नहीं हो सकता। और लता भी अपने आप में खड़ा नहीं हो सकता, उसके लिए एक सहायक चाहिए, सहारा चाहिए। तो ऐसे ही ये जो इच्छा है, ये इच्छा कभी ये स्वावलंबी नहीं हो सकते हैं। कैसे? टेक्निकली अगर एनालिटिकली हम देखते हैं इच्छा कैसे बढ़ते हैं, कैसे इच्छा बनते, कैसे बनते, तो जहाँ कमी है उसको पूर्ति करने के लिए इच्छा होगा। और इच्छा विषय संपर्क के बिना इच्छा नहीं हो सकता है। जब विषय के साथ, इंद्रियों के जो विषय है उसके साथ कांटेक्ट होगा, संबंध बनेगा, तभी तो उसका दोहराने के लिए इच्छा होगी। और वो क्षणिक होने से वो पूर्ण संतुष्टि नहीं देता है। जहाँ संतुष्टि है, पूर्णता का संतुष्टि है, वहाँ पर इच्छा नहीं होगा। और पूर्णता का संतुष्टि कहाँ नहीं होगा? जो व्यवधान जिसमें है उसमें नहीं हो सकता। ये जो संपर्क है विषय के साथ, जो इंद्रियों का जो संपर्क है, संबंध है, वो क्षणिक होने से सुख नहीं मिलता है पूरा। सुख के बाद संबंध कट जाने से दुख हो जाता है, फिर संबंध जुड़ने से फिर सुख दुख ऐसा चलेगा। तो ये जो हम इच्छा का स्वरूप, इसका जो इच्छा का जो परिभाषा हम करेंगे, विषय का संबंध को ही इच्छा कहेंगे हम। दूसरे एंगल ऑफ विजन से देखते हैं उसी को। तो भगवान गीता में भी कहे, कैसे? मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय विषय शीतोष्ण सुख दुखदा। मात्रा स्पर्श, मात्रा यही तो शब्द स्पर्श रूप रस गंध, इसी को मात्रा कहते हैं, तन मात्रा। और इसका जब विषय के साथ संबंध बनता है, मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय, स्पर्श करता है, जब संबंध बनता है, कांटेक्ट बनता है, तब हमको क्या सुख दुख रूपी अनुभव होता है। और वो शीत उष्ण जो भी अपोजिट होगा, शीत उष्ण या सुख दुख अपोजिट तो होगा, डुअलिस्टिक अनुभव होता है। ये तभी आशाएं बनते हैं। आशाओं का दूसरा एक रूप है, स्वरूप है संबंध, विषय के साथ संबंध। अच्छा, वो बनता बिगड़ता है करके बढ़ते रहता है, उसका स्वरूप ये हो जाएगा। तो अब ये जो आशाएं हैं, इसको हम नष्ट जब तक नहीं करेंगे, हमको चिरंतन सुख नहीं मिलेगा करके वो जो कह रहे हैं, इसको परमात्मा में इसका संभावना नहीं है, इतना समझना चाहिए। दिस डिजायर we cannot find in the absolute truth because it is always continuous. The contact is continuous. So, once you have contact with the absolute, you cannot be discontinued. It is continuous. And that is called constancy, or it is called absolute equilibrium. So there is no possibility of incompleteness or fulfillment, need of fulfillment, or any contact, because contact happens in dualistic world. If there are two objects, then one has a relation with the other and one has contact with the other. That's how they are related to each other. Similarly, when our senses have contact with the sense object, then only we see it and then it is discontinued. So again, desires are increased. Desires are increased means to have continuous contact with the object. That is our limitedness. And it should be unlimited. That's why desires are produced. And so discontinuity is the cause for the desire from other angle of vision when we see. Continuous contact will not have any desire.
How to maintain continuous
How to
contact?
maintain? Yes. How to maintain? That is the whole trouble. That's how he says, of course, by word we can say to destroy all the desires. But how can you destroy? Is it possible to destroy all the desires? To be desireless? We have to desire to be desireless. Is it not a desire to be desireless?
Yes, or to breathe.
Yes, to live, to have desireless state, that is also a desire. So, to be desireless is impossible. Now, on this we have to discuss. There are, yes, Guruji?
Maharaj, from a relative point of view, logically, only human beings have desire, or elephant, monkey, lion, they also have desire. Animate, inanimate, stones also have desire.
आहार निद्रा भय मैथुनम च, ये चार किस्म का डिजायर सबके साथ है. आहार, निद्रा, भय और मैथुन, मतलब वंश बढ़ाना, क्षुधा पूर्ति करना, भय करना दूसरों से, और थक जाने से आराम करना. ये चारों किस्म का जरूरत सब में है. और सिर्फ एक मनुष्य में विवेक है जो दूसरों में नहीं. बस मनुष्य इसी से ज्यादा है, नहीं तो सब में है ये.
वो अंग्रेजी में ऐसा एक वर्ड बोलता है बीइंग. तो बीइंग का डिजायर है क्या?
बीइंग,
हाँ, वो ऐसा एक वर्ड बोलते हैं ना.
टू बी समथिंग इज ऑल्सो ए डिजायर. If you have not become, then you want to become, you want to be. That is desire only. So without desire there is no world.
So how desire is different from willingness and interest?
Huh?
How desire is different from willingness and interest?
Interest
I have interest to learn music.
means choice, liking and disliking. ये गया क्या, कैसे गया ये?
वो पावर नहीं लगाया, बंद हो गया.
हाँ जी, खत्म कर दिए थे, पावर नहीं लगाए देखो तो. So desire,
इसका भी डिजायर है.
yes. What was your point?
Swamiji, how desire is different from willingness and
अच्छा, choice, liking.
and interest.
Yes, liking or choice or will to have something, that is also desire, but it is repeated situation, repeated contact becomes your choice, your habit, your liking. When one contact gets repeated, that becomes your choice. Repetition. And the whole world is nothing but repetition, our habits. Whatever habit we have, habit is nothing but a action repeated again and again, that is called habit. And when a habit repeated again and again, that becomes our characteristics, our personality. That is what we are. Habits repeated, strong habits. That is our personality. So, now we shall see how to have desireless state, which is known as the absolute truth or God or the Paramatma. How to have it? What is the way? Now let us analyze what is desire. Till now we were analyzing only how is desire, what is desire, how it is originated, how it gets origin from what. All these now we are analyzing only. And still, if we see desires, without desires, there is nothing. No world is possible, no life is possible. So in this case, in this situation, we can classify the desires. And desires can be of two kinds. Let us divide it into two parts so we can deal well. Okay? So, some desires are ever growing, never satisfied, and ever problematic and always cause for our problems and miseries and disease, everything. And they are never satisfied, never ending, unending desires, and they are cause for growing, cause for endless miseries, and that is called world. Cycle of birth and death, and go on eternally fulfilling those desires. So these are one type. There are another type also which are somewhat, if we see, it looks beautiful. how you see, now, just now we were discussing, we should have desire to have desirelessness. To be desireless, that is also a desire, isn't it? A desire is to be desireless. So that desire is worth having. It will end itself. It will have an end. When it is fulfilled, then it will have an end. It will have the state of desireless. So such desires, let me not have desires, or let me end my life in the eternal state, which is non-changing. So there will be end of all the desires. Let me have end of the desires, or let me cure the world disease. Let me have a healthy eternal life. This is also a desire. Let me have God realization. Let me be one with the Absolute. All these are desires. But positive desires which have an end. So who ends in the Absolute, such desires are worth having. They are called good desires. So, to kill the desires, we should have desires. To end the desires, we should have the desire. So this is how we can end the desire. Okay? The trick. Yogaha karmasu kausalam. The skill is called yoga. You should be quite intellectual, quite quite yes, capable and clever to find out a way to solve your problems. That is how yoga teaches us the methods, skill. So to be desireless, not only here we discuss all the yogas, all types of yoga, and all the scriptures, in some way or other they deal with only this point, to be desireless. Whether it is Hindu religion or Muslimism or Christianity or Sikhism, let it be any kind of religion, or whatever is may be the goal of any kind of any religious people or any human being, the end is this only, to rest at peace, somehow or other. Only one goal, to have rest, peace. Of course, some people have some kind of understanding, they go in their own way. It may be different from others' way. You may be going in some path which I don't like. There is, of course, liking and disliking and difference in paths. But my dear, tread any track, you will reach the peak. Go, start from any point from the foothill, you will reach the peak of the mountain, that is only one. Adopt any path. All the roads lead to Rome. That is the end. So, adopt any method. That your path may be different from me. I may not like your path. That doesn't matter. Go your way. And if you want to be peaceful, don't look at others. If you look at others, then there will be something good or bad. So there will be disturbance. Swadharme nidhanam sreyaha paradharmo bhayava. That is what Gita says. Go your way, don't see the other paths, and if you like to see others, then it is dangerous. There is every chance of disliking, fighting, and everything. So don't look at others. That is the only way to go your way. Don't look at others. That is the best policy. So now we have, yes, Guruji?
Maharaj, from a relative point of view, if there is any birthplace for a desire,
Pardon?
birthplace,
Birthplace of desires.
or origin.
Yes, that is origin. Origin we have discussed now. Where there is a need. Need means incompleteness, feeling of incompleteness, the birthplace of desires. When you are one with the whole totality, fullness, that is Godhood, you will not have any desire. That is the birthplace of desires.
Swamiji, if I have a desire to break his head, is it a good desire or a bad desire?
No, try it and see practically. Theory is not good.
Try once.
Yes, try.
Desire सबको होता है, वो मेरा fifth desire भी है.
Fifth, क्या?
To break his head.
हाँ, it should be practically done. And let us see what is the result. तो इसी प्रकार वो करें. Desire, to be desireless is also a desire, and they are good desires worth having. Such desires are welcome. They should be cherished. They should be practiced, so that we can have endless state. We should have desires again and again to be desireless. That is the only way, and that is the best way to be desireless. And to have the desire is not enough. We have to fulfill the desire to be desireless. Isn't it? So that also we have to adapt some methods, and that is what we discuss in different types of scriptures and different types of yoga. Everything we go on discussing, say from Raja Yoga, yam, niyam, asan, steadiness of posture. Your body should not be moving, it should be movementless, motionless, at least for a period of 3 hours. So the mind also keeps quiet, because mind has the relation with the body and senses, so and prana also. So when body gets steadied, then mind and prana have to be steady, because it has got relation with the body. Without body, they don't do anything. They cannot do anything. So either the body or the prana should be steadied. That is why practicing pranayama, and or else the mind. So to steady the mind, to keep mind quiet, we have to practice withdrawal of the mind and withdrawal of the thought waves from the contact with the sense objects, withdrawal and concentration, etc. So many methods we have. So they are practiced technically to have a desireless state. And here in Vedanta we see, whatever you have heard, you have to go on discussing it in yourself, within yourself, that is called contemplation. To think over it and analyze it seriously, honestly, one-pointedly, forgetting all other matters, that is called contemplation, manan. And then when you discuss all these, whatever you have heard, and go on analyzing and investigating what is the outcome of it, and that outcome, that consequence, when you are attending upon without uh, having attention diverted, that is called that is called meditation. When you have discussed everything and you have got the result of discussion, then be established on that. Have that point, don't give it up. That is called meditation, one-pointed mind. And that is by this method, by mental. So, physically or by other methods you have to do nothing. Only you are dealing with mind. Whatever you have heard, and go on contemplating over it, and mentally whatever result you have got, fix the mind on that. So this is Vedantic method. You need not have body topsy-turvy, head down, legs up, hang in the air. Don't need to do all these. And don't try to don't try to do all this. Nothing is required. They are controlled by themselves. They have to be. Because if this cooperative society, mind, body and prana, triangular cooperative society, they work by cooperation. One has to cooperate with the other, then only the whole function, the whole functionary will go on. Or else one cannot do anything. Neither only prana, nor only mind, nor only body can do anything. So, if one is restless, other have to be restless. If one is at control, under your control, it is steadied, so other two have to be steadied. This is how the relationship between the three, mind, intellect, mind and prana and body. Body means with the senses. Mind means also the intellect and ego. So in this way, one has to be under control, either the body or the prana or the mind. Vedanta deals with mind only. Of course, it is a difficult job. Mind slips away, cheats you. Mind cheats mind itself. There is no other aspect than mind. Mind is everything. Mind becomes prana, mind becomes the body, mind becomes everything. And it takes different shapes. Mind is world, mind is disease, mind is diseaseless, mind is God, mind is world. Everything is mind. Mind is time. Mind is space, mind is everything. So, it takes all the form of all the aspects. Without mind, there is no world, there is no God, there is no I nor you. Mind is only playing the game, isn't it? So, Vedanta deals with mind only. But other yoga process, they deal with different aspects according to different choice. People may like something or other, whatever you like. There is no hard and fast rule that you should do this, not that. No. Whatever you like, you can do. So tomorrow we shall see how to have desireless state and attain that absolute constancy, different ways, different methods, different aspects analytically or from different Yoga Sutras we can have with different examples. Everything slowly we shall discuss everything in detail. What is the way out? So tomorrow we shall see Hari Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasisate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai, Sachidananda Bhagavan ki jai, Sabda Brahma ki jai, Saraswati Maharani ki jai, Jagavasirji Bhagavan ki jai. Hari Om.